Hi, I'm Troy Alexander for Child Support Game Over. I'm the author of the new book, Child Support Kung Fu. And I'd like you to give me the next whatever minutes watching this video so that I can help you protect your rights as a father. See, you have inalienable rights as a father. And what the child support industry has done was promised benefits, even though the benefits are slim to none, to the fathers. But they have conned them into accepting a status lower than father. See, in America, slavery is illegal, but you can consent to being someone's slave. And what they have done is created a scheme in which they claim you've consented to give up your rights as a father and accept the benefits and the duties of what's called a legal father. The term legal father is what is called status. So when they bring you to court on, say, an order to show cause, they are bringing you in with the legal status of legal father. And that is how they are proceeding against you. So the safe word is what lawyers, attorneys who are behind this crooked scheme do not want you to know. The child support industry does not want you to know the safe word to protect yourself from the criminal activities that their industry wants to perform on you. So we'll have a little fun with this. The safe word is not what they want you to be able to claim. They do not want you to say the safe word when they bring you in on a order to show cause. And there is only one safe word, and fluga, whatever it is not the safe word. And the safe... See, think of it like this. Imagine if men created a system where once a month we claim the right to rape a woman for 18 years whenever we want and can drag her into court claiming, well, she agreed to let us do this. Well, it's not so much that she agreed, but she gave her implied consent. We're proceeding on raping her on implied consent because she never said the safe word. Well, this is what they're doing to men. And, men, we need to make this stop. We need to make this stop. They are diminishing your rights by your accepting the legal status of legal father. Now, how do you become a legal father? You become legal father by accepting and using their legal marriage, their patented legal marriage. This is different from holy matrimony, but the churches are in on the scam on your enslavement. The lawyers, the child support industry, they're all in on the scam of enslaving you. Because when you sign that marriage license, you've agreed to put the state in charge of your marriage. And when you get a birth certificate, you are signing up to be the legal father of a child, not the father of your son or daughter, but the legal father of the child that they create at your request when you file for a birth certificate. And these birthing centers, the hospitals are in on it. Some are not even letting you take your son or daughter home unless you file for that birth certificate. And then the third level is there's men who were not married. So they have not contracted with the state. They have not signed up to be of diminished rights of legal fatherhood. And what they do is they have now provided an expedited process for you to adopt the child called a VAP, a voluntary acknowledgement of paternity. Men, you do not gain rights as a father by signing this. You lose your rights, and you put them in charge over you when you allow them to make you the legal father. Now, there is a safe word. They are going to, first, the industry, not the judge, is going to make an order of child support. And when you do not pay it as a legal father, they are going to bring you into court on an order to show cause. This was a very complicated scheme because they had to do an end around against your natural rights, your human rights, your God-given rights as a man, and steal your offspring. But they had to con you into it. They had to do it by fraud. Now here's the problem. We call them on the fraud and we say, you don't have the right. You did this by fraud. This is not what I agreed to. Part of a contract is you have to knowingly enter into the contract, knowingly accept becoming the slave, the trustee of their created child. Did you know that? No. Most of you did not. And this is where I got to that example. If you trick a woman into consenting to allow you to rape her for the next 18 years, and she goes, whoa, 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 I didn't realize that's what I was signing. Well, she has the right to go, oh, hell no. I do not consent to being raped once a month for the next 18 years. And it has to stop. You have the right to say the safe word. You have a right to say, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I agreed to. And I no longer consent. See, and like that man who never got the marriage license, never signed the birth certificate, never signed the VAP, they may trick you into accepting benefits. But if you've not accepted benefits, guess what? You're not the legal father. No judge, no child support industry, no lawyer, no attorney, no agent of the business can make you be, can determine or change your legal status to that of legal father. Going to show a quick little blurb on that. A person designated, this is in Wisconsin state stats, I'm sure yours are too. A person designated as trustee who does not yet accept the trusteeship may decline the trusteeship. A designated trustee who does not accept the trusteeship within a reasonable time after knowing of the designation is considered to have rejected the trusteeship. So what happens, men? The judge takes your DNA test, which is fraudulent to begin with because their child has no DNA. Their child isn't living, breathing. Your offspring, your son or daughter, have DNA. So at best, what they've done is declared you to be the father of your son or daughter. And at that point, now, guess what? Demand the return of your property. Give me my son or daughter. You have trespassed against me. She has trespassed against me. She has taken my offspring. I require, you could say, I require the return of my property. But what they do is, what the judge can do, what the child support business agent can do, is designate you the legal father. Does that make you the legal father? No. They put your name on the birth certificate, and guess what? They pay the $20, at least in Wisconsin. You didn't pay it. You didn't contract. There's no exchange of money. They designated you the legal father and then proceeded upon your implied consent by not saying, I do not consent. You need to say, I do not consent. Now, one young man that Sam was helping, he got it right. He said, you proved I'm the biological father, which, side note, means you are now the presumed father. It doesn't even, see, that's how they protect themselves from stealing your property. Even if it's 99.9% sure on the genetic test, they say you are the presumed father because they do not want to be in that position of having to return your property. If they said you are the father, boom, give me my property. Now, even though they've declined and ignored your rights, they want to give you all the responsibility. And so they're going to presume and designate you the legal father and act upon the presumption and move forward. The safe word, men. I'm going to give you the safe word. Listen carefully. The safe word, it's all run together. I am not the legal father. I am not the legal father. Etch that into your brain. That is the safe word. They bring you in, order to show cause. Now, this is my opinion. You men study this out. Make sure it's all good and careful and right. When they bring you in, order to show cause, he owes X number of dollars and hasn't paid in X number of months and blah, 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 blah. And then they look at you. The judge looks at you and says, well, what do you got to say? Well, what I have to say is I owe them nothing because, safe word, I am not the legal father. Now, if you're not the legal father, if you claim to not be the legal father, they're in a jam. But how do you not be the legal father? One, first, never become the legal father. But there are ways to not be the legal father. To, I believe, my opinion, to extradite yourself from the legal status of legal father. This is the key. This is how you take the chains of slavery off from around your head, throw them to the ground, and walk the F away. Or in Rex Kwon Do, break the wrist and walk away. Now, how do you do that? Book Child Support Kung Fu. How to Never Be Sucker Punched Again. I encourage you to get the book. God bless you guys out there in the fight. God bless America, and hope to see you next time. Thank you.